the box score looked like it does on their offense, I feel like we had a chance in this game. And so teams battle offensively at the end of the day. We turned it over 4 times. We didn't do enough good. We didn't do enough good on offense to give ourselves a chance, and that's the unfortunate part of this thing. And so, we got a lot of stuff to work through and improve and get better at, and that's the journey we get to take. So, yeah, we just need to find a way to create something on offense. It has more to do with the offense collectively. We're just not executing and playing at a high enough standard, and we got to find a way to move the football consistently, protect the football, and score points. And so, this is a pure full offensive evaluation point. We're not there. I think we just got to evaluate this whole thing in the next 48 hours on offense, find the solutions that give us the best chance to win. Thought Tyler went in there and, he looked the part. He made some plays. The one interception was unfortunate, gave us a chance to convert there. And so, we'll obviously make that evaluation here quickly and make some decisions moving forward. But, this had more to do with the whole offense just not playing well enough and hopefully trying to generate some form of a spark there. Unfortunately, wasn't able to be done.
Before the season was Rattler's a guy, no sort of pulling him or anything like that, but is this maybe a straw that breaks the camel's back as far as the performance?
This is just again, this has so much to do with the entire offense. We're not playing well enough. I got to coach better. I got to find the solutions. I'm not doing a good enough job, obviously, and trying to generate a spark. Spencer, I thought, he has done plenty of good through the course of this season when you look at it from a bigger perspective. We didn't move the ball well enough. We created some turnovers in this game, unfortunately, and so we need to find a way to get the thing going. And that's our project, and that's our efforts moving forward, is to find those solutions moving forward with however it looks.
What was the decision to make the change when you did? Because obviously you came out of halftime and Spencer had that first drive. So was it something that happened on that possession?
Yeah, I just felt like we were close. We just weren't making enough. We weren't getting it going. There was not enough on offense, and so I just felt like I was trying to create a spark, trying to create something that felt a little different. See if it would provide us with the urgency to execute at a higher level and play cleaner football. And there's some little moments in there, some good plays, but not enough collectively.
How do you feel that the change gave you what you were looking for?
Ultimately, we weren't able to really get anything else going. Unfortunately, I thought we moved the ball. There were some spurts where we moved the ball okay, and then unfortunately, we just aren't able to execute over the course of a drive. And so, I got this is on me. I got to find a better solution here and put ourselves in better situations to be successful, because we're not there yet.
How difficult is it for a rookie quarterback to come into a situation like that?
Yeah, it's never easy. Todd and Tampa, they've always done a great job on defense. It's a challenge. Felt like he hung in there. Tyler hung in there. I thought he battled. We'll see how this thing progresses.
What do you feel? You're putting a lot on yourself in the midst of all this when it comes to the offense, but what do you feel you should be doing better or different?
Yeah, I got to find the solution so that we can execute at a higher level, be more consistent, and protect the football. And so, we got to be a cleaner football team, in particular on offense. Certainly showed up a lot today. And so, that's on me. I got to do a better job of this. We're not there. We're not executing at a high enough level. And so I got to find the components and the pieces and, from a schematic standpoint, that'll allow us to do that.
Why do you think Spencer wasn't able to bounce back from the turnovers he had last week?
The ball security one was just, obviously protecting the football out in space. Guys are coming from in pursuit, and you got to be ready. There's always that guy that's coming from the backside, and that was an unfortunate one. And then the backed up one, I thought the guy made a tremendous play. But again, we got to protect the football, and that's an unfortunate sequence there.
You have a point at any time in your career where you've had this kind of stretch, 8 turnovers in 2 games, and does there become like a snowball effect with turnovers?
Great question. Defenses sometimes create those snowball effects. Unfortunately, we're in that, so the facts are the facts. We're turning the ball over too much, and so it's fair to view it that way. Has it happened in your career? Obviously, we've all gone through these moments. We got to come out of it a much cleaner, higher, efficient football team, particularly on offense. And so, again, we just didn't do enough winning football.
You've done a pretty good job of not letting the quarterback thing become the story. The other guy looking behind the other, like all that's pretty quiet. Like now that the door's open, like how do you keep it like so it's not a thing that becomes like divisive or distracting or anything like that?
Yeah, we'll navigate this thing over the next 48 hours, put ourselves in position to have a good week, get ready to roll. again, I'm not into flip-flopping quarterbacks and all this sort of stuff. Again, this had just an element of, lately not executing high enough football and not playing well enough on offense and trying to create a spark. And so, I'm not into this back and forth game, but we do have to make some decisions here moving forward, really as a whole offense collectively with a lot of positions.
So are you going to pick one or the other, or would there be any sort of competition this week?
Yeah, no, we'll have to make a decision, and we have to get the reps allocated properly so someone has a chance to be successful on Sunday.
Kellen, how would you describe the mood in the locker room right now?
Yeah, frustration. Guys are battling. I love this group. This group competes every way. You always talk about the play style and the physicality and the finish, and those components are out there. And so that's the tough part. We just got to play cleaner. We got to play better. We got to play to a higher standard. And so, the frustration is, there's not the consistency in all three phases where they can all complement each other. I thought, again, our defense, there were some really good plays in there. They had a drive or two that they kind of got some momentum going, but I thought our guys battled. If you looked at the box score of theirs, I'd say, we'd have a heck of a chance in this game. And I thought teams-wise we battled as well. And so there were moments on offense, certainly there were moments and gave us some momentum at times, but I just got to find the solution that works best for us.
Are the turnovers the main difference in Spencer's play the last 2 weeks, or maybe?
I think turnovers obviously make a huge impact on this game. It's popped up. Again, we got to just execute at a higher level, protect the football. There's hard downs in this league. We got to find some solutions there, whether it be third downs, red zone, put ourselves in these challenging situations and come up successfully. And so, again, we'll do this collectively as an offense. I gotta lead the way and help these guys and put them in better positions.
It seemed like Tampa was extra aggressive punching at the ball. And is that something that maybe they saw on tape? Guys lose the ball.
I think they've always done an excellent job of it. Todd's defense has always attacked the football at a really high level. I do think when you create turnovers, when your offense has turnovers, it's the old they see it in the waters, and they see that there's an opportunity presented there, and the defense sees that it's close, and if we can keep attacking it, odds say based off evidence that's previously happened that we're going to get this football at some point. And so we just got to address it and kind of get ahead of this thing because it's been a couple weeks now.
What did you tell Spencer to put shut in?
Yeah, I told him what I told you guys. I'm trying to create a spark here. I'm trying to create something on offense. Hang in there. I love Spence. I love Tyler. I love these guys to death. So these are never easy things. They're really, really challenging because I know what these guys put into this thing each and every day. But we're just trying to find a formula that works to our advantage, and we'll continue to address that.
You mentioned that you have a concern with the way that the offense was moving or not moving to your liking, but there's also been sort of this moniker over the course of the season about 3-pointers and layups.
Mm-hmm.
Are you dissatisfied with the amount of layups that are being taken? Like, do you want to see the offense open more?
We got to find explosive plays. Absolutely. We got to put ourselves in situations to allow it. Can't be playing from behind where teams can play all this fun blitz and coverage game. And you play in those situations, it's going to be really, really hard to ever get anything downfield. We got to put ourselves in better situations, I think, more than anything. We have a shot downfield and we get a sack at the +40 as, that second drive of the game. We feel like we're moving the ball, and then, protection issues. And then, we don't get our shot downfield. And now all of a sudden, where we're close to getting a field goal, now we're punting. And so there's just too many opportunities that we're not getting those chances.
Was the offense limited at all in terms of the rookie? He hasn't gotten a ton of reps. Was he able to run the entire?
Yeah, he ran. Yeah, Tyler ran it just fine. Obviously, we're limited more from the circumstance than anything, but Tyler was not limited in any way.
Are you satisfied with the total level of buy-in you're getting from the team? Is everyone still engaged, still in this thing?
Yeah, I love this group. I love the way our guys lead, the way our guys practice each and every week. They battle. I love the effort that we play with. We just got to play some cleaner football and give ourselves a chance to be more successful. And so, there's a lot of little details in the leagues. There's these really small margins in the NFL, and we got to find a way to close those little margins and those gaps.
You guys are 1-7, and it's the halfway point. You've had 8 games to evaluate Spencer. Because you guys drafted Chuck in the second round, how much does that, needing to see him from an evaluation standpoint, does that factor in?
I don't know. We'll see. I think the most important thing is what's going to give us the best chance to go play in LA next week. And so we'll make those decisions here shortly.
You talked about what you told Spencer. How did he receive the news that you told him what's going back in?
He's a really special person because he handles this as well as anyone possibly can. A lot of guys in this league have to navigate these challenging situations, and he understands that. And so, I have all the respect in the world for how he handled it, how he's operated. Again, there's been plenty of good through the course of this season. Spencer's a really good quarterback in this league. We haven't done enough good collectively as an offense to be successful, and so we got to continue to navigate that.
How did penalties play into today's game?
Yeah, they obviously impact the game. I think we got to play cleaner. Too many of the pre-snaps. Again, there's judgment penalties, and those go 50-50 all the time. The pre-snap we got to be able to control, and so it's not to our standard, and we've had plenty of games where we've met our standard, but we've slipped a little bit this week.
What do you think of the goal line defense? You mentioned it a little, I think it was
Yeah.
8 stops in a row.
Yeah, incredible performance. And again, when you look at the last few weeks, we had a really good one against Chicago. We've had some in the past few weeks, show up where our guys have just done a really good job of battling each and every play, and that's all we can ask for is every play, there's a big time opportunity, and whether it's first quarter all the way through the fourth, and I thought our defense did another really good job there. It took it all the way to the fourth down to finally get it, and in that second drive, and so they were competing, they were right there.
Yeah, it was the first game this season with no points allowed in the first quarter. Was there something different to the way that you all started the game, or was it more of an execution?
Our guys executed really well. I thought there was urgency, effort. I thought we did a really good job early in that game, and it allowed us to be right in there all the way. Second half we're still in it, and then the turnovers, create some opportunities for them.
I know you started off during the week. Do you think Baker's comments had an impact on the defense?
I don't know about that. Our guys, I thought, just played really good football on defense a lot of this game and executed at a much higher level.
This is probably a better Wednesday question, but do you have a philosophy on taking the ball first or deferring?
We've navigated a few different ways this year. I think the most important thing is we're trying to get a game and have the lead, and we're trying to find a way. And so taking the football gives you the best opportunity to create that, and unfortunately, we didn't capitalize on that this week. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for listening to my daddy's podcast. Please subscribe to our channel.
All I gotta say is, who dat? Hey, what's going on, Who Dat Nation? It is yours truly, TJ Jones, and yes, I am the host of the State of the Saints podcast. Got a frog in my throat, been talking for the last 4 hours, but thank you also for the State of the Saints podcast, where we talk New Orleans Saints, or something like New Orleans Saints, because I don't know what the hell we watched on Sunday afternoon. The New Orleans Saints got beat 23-3 by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And to be honest with you, it felt like it was even more insurmountable than it was. Kellen Moore, that was him at the podium. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I don't give a damn what he has to say. Like, the first thing that should have came out of Kellen Moore's mouth was an apology to the city of New Orleans, Saints fans everywhere, for the piss poor performance by that football team. The Saints are a pathetic football team, ladies and gentlemen, and I couldn't believe that we had to watch 3 hours and 5 minutes of that pathetic display of football. There's a few things that we have learned here today, all right? There's a few things that we have learned here today. Number one, the New Orleans Saints lied to us the entire season. Well, I don't want to say they lied, because I kind of seen what the hell was going on. The New Orleans Saints knew that this was going to be a failed season. Thus, the reason why they decided that they were going to go with these young, inexperienced players and not aggressively try to go out here to get players that can actually give them a chance to win. They would rather go out here with young guys that don't know no better, that probably won't rock the boat, that probably just excited that they can call their moms on the phone and say, Mom, I'm going to be playing in a game. Make sure you watch for me. And she can say, oh, that's my baby right there down there, right? American Idol type stuff. Just happy I got the golden ticket going to Hollywood. That's number one. Number two, the whole Spencer Rattler, Tyler Shuck thing was an absolute joke. And it was a joke because the New Orleans Saints knew that both of these quarterbacks weren't adequate. That's right. Both of these quarterbacks were inadequate in a way that they knew that the way that this team was structured, that these quarterbacks would not be good at this stage of their career to be able to elevate their game to a point to rise above the situation. They didn't go out here to get themselves a veteran quarterback. What did they do? They had a 3-horse race with 3 young, inexperienced quarterbacks that didn't win a doggone thing. Then try to go get a veteran. Then try to get anybody in here that actually won some football. What they do, they got some young, inexperienced guys on a young, inexperienced team so they can look bad. But instead, they wanted to sit up here and tell us, oh, man, no, that's not the reason why we decided to go with these 3 quarterbacks. We just feel like they put us in the best position to succeed. Man, knock it off. The New Orleans Saints been gaslighting fans, and they will continue to gaslight some of you because you know what they're going to do. They're going to start Tyler Shuck next week. And do you know why they're going to start Tyler Shuck next week? Because they want you all to be engaged until the end of the season. By putting Spencer Rattler in against the Rams, it is not going to move the needle. It is going to make Saints fans tune out. Maybe watch something else. Maybe do something else. But actually bringing in Tyler Shuck, because what would the narrative be? Oh, Tyler Shuck came in the second half. He wasn't expecting to play at all. So wait, let's get a whole week of Tyler Shuck under our belt and let's see how he actually looks. This is what they're going to dangle in front of you Saints fans out there until the end of the season, just to see what Tyler Shuck can actually be. That is what they're going to be holding on to. That is what they want you all to hold on to. But the reality is this, folks. The New Orleans Saints 2025 campaign is dead. And they knew it was dead. And they made this team look as pathetic as possible, all the while looking competitive because they wanted to be in this position. Because as of right now, ladies and gentlemen, you know what the New Orleans Saints are according to Tankathon? The New Orleans Saints have the number 1 pick in the draft. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. They got the number 1 pick in the freaking draft. And that's what they wanted the whole entire time. This is a rebuilding thing. But they can't come out here and say, oh, man, we want to lose as many games as possible, because that would alienate your fan base. That would be trying to alienate your fan base. That would bring down the morale of the locker room. So, of course, they're not going to say that. But all signs indicate that the New Orleans Saints are looking at 2026, and 2025 is an absolute just wash. It's a wash. Because how can you explain what we're actually seeing on the offensive side of the football? No playmakers. Nobody can go out there, get yards after the catch, drop passes, miss opportunities, and just downright change the channel type football. That is what we're watching. Change the channel type football. It's sad. It's absolutely sad. But y'all heard enough from me. And what I'm about to do is I'm not going to waste no time. I want to go ahead and open up the phone lines. I want to hear from you. This is how this show going to go on this episode. Call in. Feel free to do so. Hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I've talked enough. I've been talking for a total of about 4 hours. I talked 3 hours and 5 minutes for the live watch along. Then I talked another 25 minutes for the post game on Bleacher Report. And now I talked again. I want to say about another 6-7 minutes here. So, man, almost 4 hours of TJ Jones talking. I want to hear from somebody else. Jay, go ahead. The floor is yours. How you doing, man?
What's up, TJ? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing all right, Jordan. What you got for us, man?
Man, save some for me. Save some for me. First of all, let's talk about Spencer Rattler. I'm not gonna come out here and take up for Spencer Rattler when you put the ball on the ground for that fumble. Now that interception, dude made a hell of a play. I ain't got no issue with that.
Right.
But we can't come out here and you turn the ball over and you expect for us to stick up for you. Number two, Kellen Moore, putting in Tyler Shook today was straight up foolery. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Because guess what? The Buccaneers took it easy on that man. The Buccaneers went to the game, they said, look here, give us that game script we had week 1 of the preseason. Let's run with it. Baker, if something go wrong, make a play. They ain't game plan for the Saints today. That's why the defense looked that good. Today was just absolutely icing on the cake. We don't have no playmakers. We don't have no juice guys. We don't have nobody that want to be there. Chris Olave didn't want to be there today. Shaheed didn't want to be there today. Juwan Johnson just still in the check, as far as I'm concerned. And that's all we have on the field. And yeah, I understand we have the number 1 pick. Congratulations. Who we gonna use that number 1 pick on? It ain't no quarterback out there right now that you can say, hey, that guy gonna come in and change the game. Not when we need an offensive line, we need a running back, we need a receiver, we need 3 receivers. The defense, we don't have no playmakers. So where do we go from here, TJ?
I have absolutely no idea. I don't even think the Saints have no idea, to be honest with you, man. This team is just lost. And it's just man, it's just downright sad right now, man. It's downright sad just looking at this team. Like, I just feel bad for the Saints fans out here that they have to like sit and watch this team and feel like, man, this might be our Sunday to win a football game. Because I don't think the Saints, I don't think they're thinking about winning, man. I don't think the Saints are thinking about winning. But hey, Jordan, I do have some breaking news for LSU fans out there. We got a couple of reports that's coming out there saying Brian Kelly has been fired by LSU. Yeah, that's what it's saying right now. They're saying this is according to On3 Sports. This is according to Dove online on X, as well as let me see, another credible source here. Matt Moscona. Matt Moscona says Brian Kelly has been fired as LSU head coach. Multiple sources has confirmed. So Brian Kelly out of the door. I just wanted to let that be known real quick, Jay. But to answer your question, bro, like, team is pathetic, man. I mean, I don't even want to. I'm tired of just wasting like time and energy on this team, man. I'm just like, bro, they got the number 1 pick in the draft right now, and I don't think that's going to change. Like, what? I mean, I just think they need to just go ahead and try to make some trades. Like, try to trade, like, try to get some value for some of these players. That's what I feel like they need to do.
TJ.
Yeah.
I want to see more Tyler Shook. TJ, he ain't ready for the round.
Hey, Jordan, I'm sorry, man. You're going in and out. You're going in and out, man.
You can hear me, TJ?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, I was saying I want to see more of Tyler Shook, but he ain't ready to go on the field next week for the Rams. That'll be a mistake.
Yeah.
And I feel like Kellen Moore to back this up into a corner.
They're going to do it, though. They're going to do it, Dave, because here's the thing, bro. They're going to do it because after this game, like, Saint fans are tuned out. They're like, man, enough of this. Now, bringing Tyler Shook in there again, now you got him like, okay, man, I wonder what he can do. So they're going to put him out there. They going to have – I would be shocked if Spencer Rattler starts against the Rams. I would be shocked. Like, seriously. Because right now, the hope and the belief in Spencer Rattler has pretty much died. So they're going to, like, hang on to Tyler Shook and put that hope, like, hey, man, you know, let's see what Tyler Shook can do. They're going to give him, like, a whole week of practice and have Saints fans anticipating that, and then the next thing you know, watch, he gonna be out there. I would be shocked if Spencer Rattler started on Sunday, because that's what this team does. Like it's just about, man, we need some people to come to the Superdome. Let's try to find a way for them to do so. That's what it's about. It's not like he gonna start.
And TJ, the last thing I say, man, Fox had put that camera on Shook before he even played. Man, it looked like that man hopped in a pool of water.
Man, he was
I
sweating.
ain't even gonna lie. Boy was sweating. I said, "Oh man, he ain't ready." This boy is scared out his pants. He ain't ready. But look, it's been a tough year for Louisiana.
That's why they called that timeout. That's why they called that timeout. They was like, man, look, calm down, man, relax. Like that's what they did. They called that timeout to kind of like get him like composed. That's what that was, man. But look, if you got to do all that for a quarterback, bro, I'm sorry, man. You probably ain't got the right guy, but I don't know, man.
You don't think he had a panic attack, huh?
Huh?
You don't think he had a panic attack, huh? Because that was a lot of sweat.
No panic attack or anything like that. But I mean, the magnitude, like, oh man, you finally get a chance to come into a game. Like, yeah, but man, as we can see, man, there's not too much of a separation between these two quarterbacks at all. And if you combine the fact that they don't really have much talent on the offensive side of the ball, I don't know what Tyler Shough can actually do that Spencer Rattler probably, couldn't do. Like, I don't know, maybe throw the ball with a little bit more zip, maybe be able to see over the offensive line because he's 6'5". I mean, I don't know. But if your playmakers can't make plays, like, you can have anybody you want out there. It's still gonna be the same old song and dance. So I don't see anything changing. But Jordan, man, I want to say I appreciate it. Thank for the call, man. Like always, call back anytime.
I appreciate you, TJ.
All right, take it easy. Yeah, man, I don't see anything changing because you don't have playmakers. You have no playmakers. You have no dogs on the offensive side of football. I mean, nobody had no spark, no nothing. Like, this team looked like it was just like, man, we got a game on Sunday. Let's just play. That's what it was, man. Like, seriously, that's what it was. I'm gonna read some of these comments and then we're gonna go to Rasan. Let's see. Folks forget nobody wanted to coach here. It was only a few. Mickey Mouse Loomis was the issue. Mickey Loomis should be getting fired. Breaking news on that, TJ. Is he? I don't know how he still got a job. Man, Gail Benson, everybody needs to write and tell her to fire him. What people need to start doing is they need to start, like, hurting them where it counts, and that's in their pockets. Then you'll see the change that you see. Y'all want more gone, and he's working with the leftovers and still trying to fix this mess. I don't want to say anybody like wants to see him gone, but after today, man, I'm just wondering, like, because here's the thing. My gripe and my thoughts about Kellen Moore has nothing to do with this team. Like, like the team that there's assembled right now is not very good, right? But the things that you can control as a coach, discipline, football, execution, it's terrible. It's garbage. And, like his whole like calling card was he's the type of coach that can take a player and, what a player's strength is, he schemes and creates an offensive game plan around that. I don't see that. I don't see that at all. So that's my stance on that, man. That's my gripe. And today, man, I mean, for the last 2 weeks, he's been getting out coached. So that's a problem. That's a problem, man. Like fair, unfair. It's like almost like how people talking about with Spencer Rattler, right? Like, you can't unsee what you saw last season. Like, you can't unsee what you saw last season. Like, that's the reason why, man, people like, man, he 1-10 as a starter, 1-11. Like, you can't unsee what you're actually seeing. Fair, unfair. Like, people see that. And when they seeing you out here not holding players accountable, people dropping passes, making mistakes left and right, and there's no accountability for it, for better or for worse, fair, unfair, people see that. Rasan, how you doing?
What's up, baby? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. What you got for us?
Yeah, look, I called before. This is actually Ronald, but this is my YouTube name. I called
Okay, all
before.
right, Ron. I appreciate you calling in, man.
Yeah. So look, bro. Well, first off, breaking news: LSU fired Brian Kelly. Peace out of here. He gone.
Right.
Um. So in this game, I even put it in your chat a week ago and a few weeks ago, and you kind of like shut it down when I was saying that there's going to be time for Chuck to come in. Excuse me, this was before the Chicago game.
Right.
Because I was basically saying that Rattler was playing too safe to try to keep his job.
Right.
He had opportunities to take shots downfield, but he elected to tuck it and run out the pocket.
Right.
A lot of defenses look at that and say, "Oh, he don't trust his vision." And not only that, he's already locking in on Olave and Saeed. They're getting the most targets.
Right.
So he's a sitting duck. When you dropping back like that, and they already know, we know where you're going with the football.
Right.
And we're gonna bait you to easily throw the ball deep. We dare you. And if you throw the ball deep, that's your ass, postman. They're gonna get them like that. And just sure enough today, it happened. And I was telling my homeboy this. I tell you, look, y'all don't even see the play. This is Los Angeles Chargers 2.0. You know what I mean when I say that?
Yeah. I mean, there was kind of similar to what the Saints were. Like they couldn't finish games, they couldn't close, they didn't they couldn't win like a game of significance. Like they pretty much looked the same way as when Brandon Staley was the head coach of the Chargers.
Exactly. In fact, they look worse.
Yep. Because they don't have Justin Herbert or Keenan Allen or some of these
that
other
just
guys.
go to show you the Saints brought this man in more thinking that he can turn any quarterback into a top 5 quarterback. Here's the fool's gold on this. When he went to Philadelphia, he had Jalen Hurts. Yes, Jalen Hurts was the MVP of the Super Bowl. But what got them there? And in fact, how did that game turn out in the Superdome? The defense was unleashing on Mahomes like crazy.
Right.
Barkley didn't really have to do nothing. He didn't have to do a thing. So that's kind of fool gold thinking that, okay, we're bringing in a Super Bowl offensive coordinator as his first 10 years as a coach. We thinking, oh, we got some good things on the horizon. But let's double back again, because the reason why I brought that Los Angeles Chargers 2.0, Kellen Moore got Stanley fired.
Right.
Because of him. He went to Dallas Cowboys. Who was the head coach of Dallas Cowboys when he was over there?
Right. Jason Garrett?
No, McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy? Okay.
Okay. There was a time when Mike McCarthy had to take the playbook from him. Remember that?
Yeah, I mean, he only had, 1 year with Mike McCarthy, right?
McCarthy seen it. No, he went to the Chargers first before he went to the Cowboys. Facts.
You talking about Kellen Moore?
Yeah.
No, Kellen Moore with the Cowboys first.
No. He was with Stanley in 22, 23.
No, but he was with the Cowboys the entire time. He was with the Cowboys
from 23 to 24.
Was there.
He didn't even see the 24. The year before he went to the Eagles. Last year he was with the Eagles, right?
Yeah, before
the year before that. The year before that. The year before.
And then
no, Duke. He was with the Cowboys the last stint. That was the last stint before the Eagles. He bounced the Cowboys.
You talking about Kellen Moore?
Yes.
No, dude. No. Go back and check. Kellen Moore was the quarterback. Like Kellen Moore played for the Cowboys 1 year. Then he became a quarterback's coach. And then after 1 year, the quarterback's coach, he became the offensive coordinator. He was with Jason Garrett. He was only with Mike McCarthy 1 year. And then he went to the Chargers. And then when Brandon Staley got fired, then he went to the Eagles.
So you saying he left the Chargers to go to the Eagles?
Yes.
Instead of the Chargers to the Cowboys?
Yeah, he was with the Cowboys
okay.
First stop, he was with the Cowboys.
My apologies
Nah,
for that.
it's all good.
But the bottom line is this. The reason he had to take that playbook from him was because it brought you turning our team into a pass happy offense, and we're not eating clock. He
Right.
said to him, I want to run the damn ball. What's his ID right now? The boy has more pass attempts. He averaged about 35 pass attempts a game. It don't care if you don't care if you winning or losing. He's always chasing points.
Yep.
He always have the up tempo offense, and this would lead to injuries. That's why McCoy is hurt. You're gonna have your offensive lineman drop back 35 times a game, and think you can get away without getting injured in the game. And so now, and granted, the backup center that played a good game. He played a good game today. You gotta look at that. He played a good game.
Yeah, he did.
But you got rid of your best player on offense because you're so damn pass happy. They fatigue, they're losing technique, and all that causes injuries. You know how you got hurt in that Chicago game? In the fourth quarter on a pass attempt.
Yep.
When they were trying to play catch up. That's the kind of offensive style his play calling is. Same indicative of what happened today. This man is weighing on
way too
this
much.
This man weighing a 1 yard line in your own territory. And you in shotgun. And you throwing the ball on second down, third down, instead of trying to eat the clock to save the defense. Man, that defense was balling out of control today, man.
Yeah, they
You
definitely did.
For every head out there on the Saints defense, y'all need to equal on that. That's telling y'all right there who the problem. That play calling by Kellen Moore is setting up that team for failure. I'm telling you, it causes injuries on offense and defense, and it gets your defense guys. But they average. Here's the key point for the time of possession. A lot of people don't look at it. The time of possession is key. They don't run the clock out. As soon as they get down, they don't even huddle. So let's say they get like 3 or 4 yards. They back on the ball within like 20 seconds.
Yep.
And they don't even let the clock run down to 1. And not only that, they tipping them off. They know you're going to throw the ball in the flat. They know you're looking for Olave. They know you're looking for Shaheed in the deep throw. On the deep route.
Right.
So now you got this pressure, high pace, fast, what they call it, fast break type of offense.
Yeah, up tempo, yeah.
And you're playing behind the sticks. You're in your own territory. And you're forcing the ball downfield. And you bring your defense back to put out the fire from a fumble, an interception for pick 6. They got to go back on the field after that. See, that's what I'm saying. Saints fans need to look at this schematically and analytically. Fuck the optics. The numbers and all that shit, y'all need to peel that and look really what's going on. It's showing you right now that the play calling is dictating the tempo and is dictating the pace of the ball game, and it do not favor that team. So I know you saw that press conference. That's to me. He knows he needs to start making some changes. So if anybody start getting traded, I gotta say this. I know I'm rambling. Did you see the body language of Kamara's face on the sideline?
Yep, I saw it.
And Kamara was trying to save his ass every time they put the mic in his face about what you think about Kellen Moore in his offense. Are you a good fit for the offense? Do you think he's utilizing you right? Do that look like he's being used right on that field?
No, I think we all can agree with that. The things that made Alvin Kamara who he is, the wheel routes, the angle routes, screen passes, right? I mean, getting them catches in space. Those are the type of things that made Alvin Kamara special. Like right now, they just using him like he's a power back or something.
A what? A power back?
Yeah, like some of these runs, like straight up the middle, like toss plays. You know, like, man, that's all they basically doing.
So,
like,
so by what you just said, do you think they're using him in the right way?
No, no, not at all.
And if you was Camaro on the sideline, would you mean having that same look on the sideline?
Yeah. I mean, he only had 9 touches today. 9 touches, man. Like, that's insane, man. You know, Alvin Kamara, like, supposed to have at least about 15 or 20. Like, even
guess what?
25.
But those touches had elevated even when it was behind the sticks. They was losing. And so I'm saying to myself, look, you man tell me they ain't got no Mike Evans, no Goodwin. You practically playing a 75 or 50% team out there.
Yep.
And they gave you opportunity to take over, and the defense was in charge. You were like, yo, this all y'all gotta do is take over.
Right.
We giving y'all the power back. Take over. So look in the second half. When all they's doing was kicking field goals and shit.
Yep.
That's showing you the defense is tired. And they still giving them up 3 points. You can't keep doing that every game.
No, you can't.
Look. It's to the point where I agree. Tyler short. It don't matter who the quarterback is. I said it before the season started. I gave them at least 4 wins. They're not going to see the 4. They're not going to see the 4. I'm telling you, they're losing. They're losing to the Rams off top. They're losing, and I'm telling you like this: book it. After the bye week, Tyler Short is going to be your starter from here on out. It's a wrap.
Yeah. That's something I do agree on. I think like next week with the Rams, Carolina, like for the foreseeable future, Tyler Short gonna be the starting quarterback. You know, like they probably was trying to go. They probably was gonna end up like doing it next week, but like after this, like there was the issue was Spencer Rattler was playing serviceable, but it wasn't to a point where people can like fully justify like benching him, right? But after the last 2 weeks with 6 turnovers, like that was the right time for them to do it. And like I said, I now that it happened, like he ain't getting that job back. And this is what we need to see. Like put him out there, see what he's capable of. You know, like you feel like, okay, man, maybe if we can change the scheme, maybe change some things up, maybe it'd be beneficial to him. Hey, that's your quarterback. If not, then guess what? As of right now, the New Orleans Saints got the #1 overall pick. And like you just said, I don't see that changing. So you got an opportunity to go out there and draft your quarterback of the future. Hey, Ron, I got to go ahead.
One more thing. I'm gonna write on this. One more thing. Who you letting go? Olave, Shaheed, or Cooks for some picks?
If I would get rid of Chris Olave. I would get rid of Chris Olave because number one, look, he's your #1 guy, right? That's the one that you have as your #1 receiver. You're not going to pay him like Garrett Wilson. You're not going to pay him like DK Metcalf. You're not going to pay him like Justin Jefferson. So you might as well go ahead and get yourself some value and get another wide receiver in here that can probably give you those yards after the catch, that can give you those 50-50 balls. So it would be him.
And hopefully they make the right choice and all that. They got to get at least a second-day pick out of that. Yeah. They got to get a second-day pick or higher. But thanks for your time, bro.
All right, no problem, Ronald. Call back anytime, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, shouts out to Ronald, man. I mean, yeah, he got some interesting points, man. I mean, sometimes, man, you can put yourself in a precarious position by the play callers about the play calls and the tempo and stuff like that, man. Because what he was talking about kind of reminded me of like what Philly with Chip Kelly was there. Like, y'all know when he ran like that up-tempo offense, and sometimes, man, you get that 3 and out and that defense hurry up, have to come back out there, and then all of a sudden, you know, like it works like when it's humming, right? But if teams start to zero in on that no huddle and that up tempo, then the next thing you know, like you tiring out your defense and causing them like making mistakes and and being out there, causing leaky coverage. But we can go ahead to Dalton. Dalton, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you, bro?
Hey, I'm doing all right. What you got for us?
First of all, Kellen Moore, he's a joke though. I think me personally, I just think he's homesick with the Eagles. I can tell he doesn't want to leave with the Eagles. He want to stay though. I think he had no choice to take the job because let's be honest, nobody wants to work with Mickey Loomis, and I don't blame him, not one bit though. You can tell he did it on purpose. Okay, I want to take the job, but you can tell he's not good play calling though. I don't think he's over with the Eagles. He thinks he's not over it, in my opinion.
I think when it comes down to Kellen Moore, like I said, I just think that it takes a special human being to be a leader of men. And that's why, there are only a few coaches out here that are just synonymous with the NFL and stand the test of time. Like you have to be made up the right stuff. You got to be able to make the tough decisions. You got to be able to get in guys' faces and hold players accountable. And I don't see that, man. And it can't just be because, look, if we're talking about a team, Dalton, that is rebuilding, right? If you're talking about a team like that, who cares who gets benched, right? If Juwan Johnson dropping passes left and right, who cares if Jack Stoll comes out and takes the majority of the reps at the receiving tight end position? Who cares, right? I mean, that's just how I feel. But constantly, guys making mistakes, whiffing on blocks, false starts, holding penalties, drop passes. Just go back out there. There's zero accountability up there. And then, like I said, going to the podium, man, not calling a spade a spade. This team looked awful today. It looked awful. The first thing that came out of Kellen Moore's mouth was an apology to the fans. That was it. Apologizing to the same fans that have to endure 3 hours and 5 minutes of that pathetic display of offense. And he's the one that's calling the offensive plays. So to me, you have to wonder to yourself, as much grace as some Saints fans want to give him, you can't hold him accountable for this sorry roster. That's Mickey Loomis. But what you can hold him accountable for is the way that he tries to hold players accountable or lack their accountability. And that's what my gripe is with Kellen Moore. So to me, I'm wondering, can he lead men right now? I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that I'm wrong about him. But right now, it's looking like Dennis Allen on the offensive side of football.
Right. I think he's more like the Dennis Allen vibes than for offense, though. He's not getting together, though. I mean, I just don't think, I think his play calling's not that good. I know Rattler was a problem, though. At least Schultz, at least he's trying, though. But I'm still going to hope he does good, though. I'm not hating on him, though. But,
yeah.
I mean, we're a number one pick, though. The only problem is, I don't know who's going to be a quarterback in the draft, though. We got some quarterbacks are not that good. I mean, we don't know if Dante Moore is going to be entering the draft.
Right.
We heard about Finn from India so far.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they got a couple quarterbacks out there, but, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I like Fernando Mendoza. I think he's talented. I like Dante Moore. I think he's talented. He probably can give you that playmaking ability that you want from the quarterback position. They got a couple guys out there, Lenore Sellers, but man, the way that this team is structured, who they gonna throw the ball to? Who gonna make a play? And that's what I'm on. The Saints need playmakers. They need playmakers all around. They need offensive line help. They just need a plethora of things as of right now. Man, it would be any quarterback that would come into this building would struggle to me. And as we saw it today, we literally saw it today that the New Orleans Saints, no matter who the quarterback is, you don't have playmakers, it doesn't matter.
Exactly. Because honestly, besides quarterbacks though, we need the edge rushers or cornerback, maybe a safety, and need all line, and we need a big body receiver that we've been talking about though. We don't have a big body receivers like DK and Mike Evans body type though. That's sad right there.
Right. You don't have that. And the thing about it is the Saints act as if they didn't even want that. They waited to the very end of the offseason process and preseason to try to make a deal for Devon Bailey, who they rarely ever use. Like, he got a pass today, but that was about it. He gets like one pass a game. Like, they don't even try to utilize this guy at all. So I'm like, what's the point? To me, I honestly feel like the New Orleans Saints knew what type of season this was going to be, and they tried to make it competitive. Like, but they didn't want, like, they knew this team wasn't going to be competitive. If the Saints wanted this team to be competitive, why when they go out here and get a veteran quarterback? Why when they try to go out here and get a big body receiver early? Why when they try to make a move for a guy like Keenan Allen or one of these other guys that were out here? They didn't. They rolled with the team that they actually had. And they know they had a bunch of guys on their team that couldn't get yards after the catch. That was just a bunch of speedsters. And all teams are doing now, they just playing cover two. They just making sure nothing goes over their head. And that's what the game plan is for the New Orleans Saints. And they have no answer after that. So the New Orleans Saints, they knew what they was doing, man.
Exactly.
They were tanking without actually saying a word. It's almost like for all my people out there, though, I don't know if you play Madden or, but what I used to do is, like, when I wanted my team to get like the number one pick, the first thing I do when I do like a franchise mode, I would take the worst player with the lowest ratings. I would put them as my starters. I'll put them as my starters, and I would simulate the season. And you know what I get? I get like the first pick in the draft, second pick in the draft. And that's what I feel like the New Orleans Saints did. Like, they constructed this roster. They got a bunch of young, inexperienced guys that probably have to grow. They're not that good right now. They know what they was doing, man. They know what they was doing.
Also, about Kamara, I get it. He's not getting younger anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I think the problem is they're not utilizing him right. They're not using him right. Like, they should use him like a screen pass, though. He's not like a Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs running back, though. Like, it's kind of similar like when Panthers did CMC, though, like when they use him power back. But it's kind of like that one. Like, I like Kamara, though. He's not young, though. I get it, though. But just that they don't use him right. He's not using screen passes. That's what he is, though. He's not like a Darren Sproles top thing. He's not his prime anymore.
Right. Yeah, man. I mean, but at least use him like to his strengths. And, I think that Alvin Kamara, yes. Is he the same player he once was? No, he is not. But there are still little nuances of his game that you can utilize. It's like the Saints don't even want to. And I just don't get it, man. Like, the way that they use Alvin Kamara, they're using him like he Mark Ingram. Like, and you're not going to get the full display of Alvin Kamara by using him like this. He only had 9 touches in his game. I don't like, even when the Saints were like losing and like they were behind the 8 ball in games, they still would put Alvin Kamara like in space to throw the ball to him or something like that to try to make somebody miss. They don't do that at all in a Kellen Moore offense. It's like he just wants to run the football. Like, okay, hand it off to Alvin. Alvin, get behind the center and guard, and let's just see if he can run through a hole. Like, man, you ain't winning nothing like that. And you're not finding success with Alvin Kamara winning anything like that.
No, not at all. Before I get off, though, I'll say this, though. Okay, good job. You finally fired Brian Kelly. But guess what? Garrett Nussmeier is not a first-round talent, though. I don't want to hear it say, "Oh, let's get Garrett Nussmeier because he's a shoot quarterback." We don't need him. We don't want him. I don't care who the quarterback is, but Garrett Nussmeier, you're sorry, you're not it, though. I don't want to hear no more. I don't care if Brian Kelly is fired or not, though. It's still not going to help out.
Man, look, I ain't never been on board with the Garrett Nussmeier. Like I said, people just get infatuated with narratives and the thought of things. Like, oh, he went to LSU. He can play for the Saints. Nah, bro. Like, people just get enamored with narratives. Like, I'm like, man, what's your game look like? Everything about this dude says game manager. Like, everything about this dude says game manager. Like, he'll probably be like a starting quarterback in a league somewhere, but I don't feel like he ever gonna lead a team nowhere. And probably eventually next 3-4 years, he probably gonna be sitting on somebody's bench. Plain and simple. Like, he's not that type of player that's gonna elevate players around him. He's one of those players that give him a game plan, he'll probably be able to execute it. But he's not gonna being a franchise quarterback, absolutely not.
Exactly.
Absolutely not, man. You got anything else, Dalton?
Well, I just want to say thank you for letting me talk to you. We lost though. We lost though. Shout out to the Dolphins. I love the Bills, so I'm glad the Dolphins beat the Falcons.
Oh man, beat the brakes off them, man. My goodness. Hey, I'm gonna be honest. Every NFC South team today, offense looked like slaw. Like that includes Tampa. Like Tampa won 23-3,
Yeah.
but they offense didn't do nothing. Baker Mayfield did nothing in this game. Like nobody, like none of the NFC South offenses did anything today. As a matter of fact, I want to say they only scored as a collective group. They only scored 2 touchdowns. Like
Exactly.
I think the Falcons scored a touchdown and Tampa scored a touchdown offensively. Other than that, nobody else scored a touchdown. So
yeah,
everybody look bad. But Dalton, I appreciate the call, man, and call back anytime, man.
All right, thank you.
All right, take care. Yeah, man. I mean, the offense of the NFC South was terrible today. But before I get to B-Mac, he'll be the final call of the night. Want to go to the donations. Thank you all. Tyra, thank you very much for $10. Says Mickey Loomis ought to be fired for the foolery. You got to put tomfoolery on there, Tyra. The tomfoolery. I've been saying this for the longest. Quit going to these games until y'all stop going. Nothing will change. I agree. Tyra also says, thank you for the $5 donation. Also, Tyra says, no Godwin, no Evans, no top running back is out. And you telling me all you can muster is 3 points? Shaking my head. This is a team general manager problem, not a quarterback problem. And Tyra also said, let's be honest, if the Giants hadn't gifted 5 turnovers, this team would be 0-8. No matter who the quarterback is, there's no playmakers on this team, like at all. And you ain't lying. And also, Cool Sports, thank you very much for 1999. Says, I told our fans, even if any of those Bucs guys could have played, the Bucs probably decided to let them heal from smothered weeks. Let's see, because they knew they could have beat us without them. Yeah, probably, man. Go ahead, get yourself all warmed up, man. Like, man, get yourself healed up for a real challenge. And Aaron, thank you very much for $5. Says, why does a lot of headlines always say if we trade a wide receiver, it will mess up quarterback development? We are losing. How, Sway? Look, man, you're a bad football team. Who cares? Who cares at the end of the day? How you do it? Like, who cares? Like, it's a fire sale right now. You're not making the postseason. You're not winning the division, and you're gonna be picking in the top 3. Like I said, as of right now, as I speak, the New Orleans Saints have the number 1 pick in the draft, the number 1 overall pick in the draft. So you are what you are. Like, why are we caring about holding on and talking about trying to win and they ain't winning nothing? Y'all trying to win and can't win. Let's go to B-Mac. B-Mac, how you doing?
Man, what's up, TJ? What's up, Who Dat Nation? What's going on with y'all, fam?
Man, nothing much, man. How everything going?
Man, look, we kicking it. Kind of is what it is. Man,
Yeah.
I just want to talk to the Who Dat Nation this week. And today, I should say, man, I've been wanting to call in the last several weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I just want us to suspend our expectations for what we think this team is going to be. I mean, we're not a good football team, and we know that. We lose, and people are pulling their hair out, and they lose their sleep, and they so upset. When you know we trash, and we about to be trash. I just don't understand why people are so upset with what you. Not, I understand why you're upset, but it's almost like you know what you're about to see. But people are so enraged. We're not a good football team, and we hadn't been the last 3 or 4 seasons. And what's crazy is we haven't been a good football team the last several seasons, and you haven't turned over the roster. So it's almost like, why are we so upset when we come out here on a Sunday and we see this team lose? Right. We know what it is. I know what it is. TJ, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm speaking specifically to the Who Dat Nation, the people that are enraged right now. I understand that you want your team to win, but do you really believe that we about to go out here and win? Like, come on, y'all. I'm just trying to pick up somebody with a bow down head this afternoon. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? It's gonna look like this, y'all. Y'all know that. It's gonna look like that. So like, just suspend your expectations. We don't have the horses in the barn to really be a competitive football team, y'all. We don't.
Yeah.
So we want to see competent football. We want to see good coaching. That's let me say it like that. I'm looking for good coaching. I'm looking for minimized penalties, right? But I don't think I'm confident in any position where I can say this is the strength of the team. I'm not confident in our O-line. I'm not confident in the tight ends. I'm not confident in the receivers. This is what the Saints are right now, guys. We have people who would probably be 2s and 3s, maybe even 4s at every positions, but they're starters for the Saints. You're not gonna win like that. You know what I'm saying? So guys, y'all chill out. Is what it is. We're gonna get on here. We're gonna listen to TJ next week, and it's gonna be I don't even know who we play next week, but I can almost guarantee you it's gonna be behind a loss.
Yeah.
And I'm telling y'all,
Rams.
you know what it is. It's the Rams, y'all. Listen, we're gonna come back next week. We're gonna watch the game. I watch every single snap, knowing what I'm about to see, and it is what it is. But again, this was a message to the Who Dat Nation, y'all. We know what it is. We weren't good last year, and we didn't turn the roster over. We weren't good 2 years ago. We didn't turn the roster over. We weren't good 3 years ago. We were 9-8, and we didn't turn the roster over. So, like, set your expectations a little lower, y'all, and it'll be easier on a Sunday to sit back, watch your boys go in there and get their face kicked in, and understand that that's what it is about to be for the next season and a half or 2.
Facts.
That's all it is, man. Hey, look, TJ, love your show. I listen to your show pretty much every recording. I don't always call in. It's probably my 3rd or 4th call. Love your show, though.
I appreciate it, man.
But again, I just wanted to speak out to the Who Dat Nation, man. Look, hold your head. Don't give this thing your energy, because it's almost like, what are you expecting? You expecting us to win? You want us to win, but are you expecting us to win? I'm not really expecting that. I want it. Look for competent coaching. Look for players that you may identify as someone you can move forward for, but I don't know if going out there looking for a win is healthy for us right now, guys, because it's not realistic.
Yeah, because I mean, here's the thing to me. Like, I understand why Saints fans be mad or like upset. It's almost like, man, it's almost like you say, "Oh man, this ain't gonna work," but in the back of your mind, you're like, "Man, I hope this works." And it's like you say that because you want to kind of soften a blow just in case it don't work, but it still don't defeat the fact that, you know what I'm saying, it hurt that it doesn't. Like, people wanted to, like, people knew that the Saints more than likely weren't going to have a good season. But the fact that they're actually seeing it in real time, I guess it just hurts. Like, the fact that, man, it's my worst dreams become true here. But I mean, it has to, man, I say this all the time, like, it has to get ugly before it gets beautiful. That's just the facts.
That's a fact,
like,
man.
You have to hit that reset button in order for you to be able to find success. But, you know, the things that I get frustrated about, like, stem from the things that you can control. Like, if you don't have the talent, fine. But if your execution is trash, and you keep on shooting yourself in the foot, and you keep on making these mistakes, and you keep on getting these penalties, those are the things that frustrate me, like dropping passes, which I ain't gonna lie to you.
And that's what you should be looking for. You should be looking for, all right, coaching, scheming, execution, minimal penalties, just competent football. That's what you should be looking for, and that should be a source of frustration, and it's a source of frustration for me. Right, it's because that's what I'm looking for, and it's like, damn, we really just don't have the ponies. That's what it boils down to. All right, we keep seeing some of the same penalties, and the lack of execution, and maybe some busted coverages. That's either coaching or execute, but we're seeing the same thing, and that's what I'm looking for. So if you're looking at it from that gaze, then yeah, I can understand frustration. But if if you're looking for W's or L's, then I think you're going to be more frustrated than you are happy, because that's just not where we are as a team. And look, man, look, it's rough for me right now. I'm a Southern Jaguar.
Oh.
I'm rooting for LSU.
Mm.
I'm a Saint, and I'm a Pelican, and that's all trash teams right now. So it's tough for me right now.
Man, it's been a rough.
I don't have nothing to hold on to right now.
Man, it's been a rough weekend for me. Man,
Oh
shoot,
yeah.
my boys, my flag football team, man, we lost our Super Bowl championship this weekend.
Oh no.
Jackson State laid an egg against Grambling in Vegas.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, leave my Tigers gonna do something. Nope.
Yeah.
They lost. Then you got
Heartbreaking fashion.
LSU out there looking like slow.
Yeah, man.
And now these Saints, man. I'm like, man, can a brother get a win?
Look, Louisiana
Get a
is tough
win.
for us right now. I don't know who's winning in Louisiana. Look, I'm not. My teams are not. So y'all, look, hold your heads. I don't have nothing to hold on to, but God's unchanging hand. That's about all right now.
Right, that's it.
That's it. That's all I got.
To his hand.
That's it. Hold to his unchanged. That's all I'm holding on to, bro, because nobody ain't doing it for me, bro. But look, that's all I had, man. Look, love your show, bro. What's up, OG? What's up, everybody in the chat? Hold y'all heads, man. We're going to have brighter days. It just ain't going to be the day.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I appreciate that, B-Mac, man.
Yeah.
Call back anytime, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, take care. Yeah. That man say, hold to his hand. God's unchanging hand. Hold to his hand. Gotta hold on, man. Gotta hold on, folks. Gotta hold on. Let's see. X-Men, TJ, LSU 5, Brian Kelly. Yeah, I heard, man. Seen on Matt Moscona. Shouts out to my guy, Matt Moscona. Sending that news out. If Matt's sending it out, you already know what it is, man. Y'all already know. Y'all know he knee deep in that LSU streets. Knee deep in them streets. Let's see. My fear is that we turn into the Jets or one of those other bad organizations and 10 years fly by with bad football. I hope not. I hope not. Man, I'm looking at Tucker Kraft out here. Look, man, if Tucker Kraft gonna be playing like this, man, go ahead and slide over Luke Musgrave. Send him down there to New Orleans. Get ourselves a true pass catching tight end. if Tucker Kraft gonna be playing like this, shoot. Let's see. DW, thank you very much for $10. Says didn't expect us to win. Final score could have been much worse, man. It's rough when we prove Baker Mayfield right and the Jets won their first game. The battle for the number 1 pick has begun. Well, the Saints got it right now. I'm late to the show, but did you drop the Juwan Johnson? Man, I promise you, bro. I promise you, I ain't laughed so hard watching a football game and I don't know how long. Man, I laughed so hard in this game. Man, the last couple plays, with Tyler Shuck spent out of a sack and tried to check it down to Jack Stool instead of looking down the field, trying to make a pass down the field. Oh my goodness. And then when Juwan Johnson was wide open and he dropped that pass, oh my goodness, man. Shouts out to Tim. Shouts out to the boy Tim, man, sending it over on X. Oh boy, that was hilarious. That was funny. That boy, shouts out to Trizzy. Trizzy was like, man, if you thought that was funny with the Tyler Shuck, watch this. Because I was a little bit behind on the live stream. So all of a sudden, when I seen that, oh man, that broke me. That broke me. And that was funny. Oh man. I don't think I laughed so hard watching a football game in my life. TJ, sincerely, the only good thing about the Saints season is being able to come on SOTS and have support groups to handle the trauma the Saints have done to me. Thanks for all you have done, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that. Look, man, I do this because, number one, regardless, good, bad, and different, I still have love for the football team, right? And number two, look, man, I get a chance to hang out with such amazing people who share the same love that I have for the New Orleans Saints, despite them not loving us back and putting forth this terrible performances that they do week after week after week. But I enjoy doing this show. Lord knows if if I was just doing it based on what I was actually seeing on the field, we would not be here. Passion and love keep me around. Trust and believe. TJ, Juan is embarrassed. That was a horrific drop. Man, my 6-year-old son could have caught that pass. I will never jump ship, get rid of the office. I ain't never jumping ship. That ain't never happened. Give the new regime a chance, but guns happen overnight. Man, that was hilarious. Like, I ain't laughed so hard. Man, I ain't laughed so hard, man. I mean, when I saw that boy drop that pass, I was like Vince Lombardi when he said, "What the hell's going on out here?" Like, man, what is going on out here, man? What is happening? TJ, when I seen him drop that ball, I was like, oh my God.
When I seen him throw that ball, I was like, oh my God.
That was hilarious, man. That was hilarious. Johnson is Stone and Steve Austin. When I seen him drop that ball. Man, that was terrible. Juwan Johnson, man. Juwan Johnson, I mean, because Juwan Johnson is like that guy on the basketball court that's always talking noise. They be like, man, you can't guard me. You can't guard me. And then he can't hit the back of a barn door, man. And it's like, it's just funny because he has, look, I mean, to be a football player in the National Football League, like, you have to have this level of confidence within yourself. Like, you got to have this, like, this confidence. So I don't knock him for having confidence in himself. He should. But at the same time, it's like, dude, man, I mean, I'm like, the punishment ain't fitting the crime here. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, like, you saying all this stuff and like you ain't backing it up, bro. Like, man, you on some Adrian Broner right now. Like, you talking a good game, but you getting your behind knocked out when you get in that ring, man. You losing unanimous decision, like, you know, like, I don't know, man. I ain't laughed that hard, man. Just go back to watch along. It's like towards the end of the show. I ain't laughed so hard in my life. I'm gonna see if I can pull that up real quick. That'll be the last thing. Let me see if I can go back and take a look. I mean, it was hilarious, man. Let me see if I can go pull this up. I mean, my reaction to when he dropped that pass, man. I mean, it broke me. That seriously broke me. I'm trying to. Let me see. All right. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I think I found it. Let me see if all right, hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up, man. I mean, that broke me. When I say that broke me, folks, I mean, homie broke me, man. Let's see if I can pull this up real quick. But I mean, to their credit, like, who? All right, so here Trizzy pretty much setting me up. Wait till you see this, TJ. Okay, so Trizzy basically setting me up here. Okay, I'm still laughing about the Tyler Shuck thing right here. Oh man. All right, so here we go. Oh man. All right, man. First and 10 for the I'm still laughing at Tyler Shuck. First and 10 for the same 2 minutes, 29 seconds left. Tyler Shuck looking, throws. I mean, man. I was, bro, that broke me. Those two plays, they broke me, man. I ain't laughed so hard, bro. I ain't laughed so hard in a long time. That was That was hilarious. Like, I mean, shouts out to Trizzy, man. He I didn't know what to expect. Oh, man. Let's go back. Let's go back again. First and 10 for the Saints, 2 minutes, 29 seconds left. Tyler Shuck looking, throws. I'm like, I could believe it, but I just couldn't, man. That was hilarious. Hey, man, I might have to like clip that or something like that with something just super funny, man. But that was, that boy broke me, man. That boy broke me, man. Like when I seen that, homie broke me, man. I was like, man, that was funny. That was funny. But I can tell you what's not funny. Being 1-7. Being 1-7 is not funny, ladies and gentlemen. So, want to give a special shout out to a few people. All right. Now, it's tough for me to say this, but Tyler Shuck probably more than likely. Well, it ain't tough for me to say with the Tyler Shuck thing. He will be the starting quarterback going forward. Hate that it happened to Spencer Rattler, but I can't justify it. 6 turnovers in 2 weeks, bro. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. And y'all know, man, I'm not one of those people that just not afraid to admit when things don't go right. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm gonna stand my position. But when it's proven right to me, and I like unjustified, like without any consequence, anything, like it's right there in front of me, straight up 100%. Like, okay, it is what it is, man. I can't justify the 6 turnovers the last 2 weeks. Had to get benched, bro. Especially when everybody knows that they were trying to find a reason to try to put Tyler Shuck in here. And you gave it to him, those 6 turnovers. So at the end of the day, this is where the Saints are. Let's take a look at some of these stats or lack thereof so we can go ahead and get up out of here and move on with our lives and enjoy the rest of our evening, ladies and gentlemen. Spencer Rattler, 15 of 21, 136 yards, no touchdowns, 1 pick, sacked 3 times. Tyler Shuck, 17 of 30, 128 yards, no touchdowns, 1 pick. Alvin Kamara, 6 carries for 21 yards. Tyler Shuck, 3 carries for 12 yards, as well as Spencer Rattler, 3 carries for 12 yards. Taysom Hill, 2 carries for 6 yards. Chris Olave, 1 carry for -3. Rashid Shaheed was targeted 12 times, 9 catches for 75 yards, had a long of 10 yards. Chris Olave, 8 catches. He was targeted 12 times, 63 yards, long of 28. Juwan Johnson probably would have had about 80, 90 yards, but he had 5 catches for 53 yards, targeted 8 times, probably had 3 drops. Alvin Kamara, 2 catches for 24 yards. Brandon Cooks, 3 catches for 22. Devin Neal, 3 catches for 11. Devon Bailey, 1 catch for 10 yards. Thank y'all. God bless. Good night. Because that's what he be on at Russell Simmons. If you watch Def Comedy Jam, you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't, you don't know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Rashid Shaheed fumbled. Spencer Rattler fumbled. And, of course, Chase Young had his sack and a half. Demario Davis led the team in tackles with 11. Justin Reed was 7. I think this was Justin Reed's best game as a Saint, by the way. Devon Godshaw, 6 tackles. Kool-Aid McKinstry, probably his best game as a number 1 corner for the Saints. 4 tackles, pretty much neutralized Emeka Ibuka throughout the game. Ernest Sinker had 4 tackles. Chris Rump with 4 tackles. Chase Young with 4 tackles, a sack and a half. You got Pete Warner with 4 tackles. Isaiah Stallbury with 3. Nathan Shepard with 3. Terrell Burgess with 2. Jordan Howden with 2. Alante Taylor with 2. Quincy Riley with 2. Jonathan Bullard with 2. Chris Olave had a tackle. You already know what that was about. Danny Stutzman with 1. Cam Jordan with 1. Carl Granderson with 1. John Ridgway with 1. And Brian Bazee with 1. And also want to give credit to Nate Shepard because he also had a sack on the day, as well as Justin Reed with a half of a sack also. All right, so those are your stats for your New Orleans Saints for this game, where the Saints did not score offensive touchdown or, offensive score at all. They lose 23-3 to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The next game, the New Orleans Saints will be traveling to the West Coast, so we'll be doing this thing yet again around 4 o'clock. Now we're going to have to sit and let this thing linger for the evening and get ourselves prepared to watch the New Orleans Saints try, and I mean desperately try to beat the Rams, which I don't see that happening. But I'm pretty sure Tyler Shuck will be their starting quarterback when it's all said and done. Special shout out to everybody that dialed in. Shouts out to everybody that entered the chat. Shouts out to everybody that checked out the live stream, watch along. Probably going to do it again next week. Folks. Think we had a nice turnout, so might do it again next week. Well, we watched the Saints try to get their second win of the season versus the Los Angeles Rams. And we'll be right there on the State of the Saints podcast giving it to you. My name is TJ Jones. This has been the State of the Saints podcast. You can follow me on X at TJAYJones8. If you enjoyed the content, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button. I would really appreciate that. It helps the channel to grow. Also, make sure that you check out the New Orleans Saints talk that I do on Bleacher Report each and every day. If you download the Bleacher Report app, select New Orleans Saints, you'll be able to check it out each and every day. Also, the NFC South Roundtable every Tuesday at 8 p.m. And also the State of the NFL. We'll be going live on tomorrow for Monday Night Football. We won't go live tonight because the Saints played late, and we're actually talking around the same time this Pittsburgh Steelers Green Bay Packer game is going on. So tomorrow we got the Washington Commanders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs, and we'll be right here giving it to you. Till next time, all I got to say is, who dat, I guess.
Thank you for listening to my daddy's podcast. Please subscribe to our channel.
All I got to say is, who dat?